All right, here we are. Hi, everybody. Welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. This is just me, Oberon, doing my outlook on the emotional exchanges. It's my weekly broadcast about relationships or emotional aspects or energies of our lives. And I basically ask through the cards 3 questions. What emotion or feeling is coming to you? Why is this important? And where will that lead to? And of course, I do this for the elemental signs of the zodiac. So I will start with the air signs and move through the fire, water, and earth signs. And for each elemental sign of the zodiac, I will also pull a card with an affirmation from the Universal Love Tarot. And it's actually like an affirmation. I wouldn't call it exactly shadow work, but it's some sort of sense of, meditative kind of work that we do for ourselves here. So I'm happy to deliver that to you every week, every Friday. Good for each week going forward. So it's Friday the 28th. This will go to August 3rd, I believe, next Thursday. Anyway, here we go. So like I said, we're starting off with the air signs. And the air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So, as I said before, what is the emotional essence or vibration that is coming to you, air signs? It's the reversed 4 of Cups. It's time to make a move. It's time to make a choice after looking at the possible options, considering the alternatives. From an emotional point of view, you may have been waiting for this moment. You've been thinking it's coming to you now, this idea that you should make a choice, an informed decision, a very informed, if only from the emotional part of yourself. So why is this important? And it's the reversed 7 of Pentacles. Well, it almost sounds like, somebody's talking about their biological time card, like maybe they're feeling like, it's getting ripe on the vine there and we need to, harvest that. But there is a sense here of a cycle being fulfilled. It's important because there is a cycle that needs to be fulfilled, or that maybe somebody has been sort of sitting around just not with a direction, sort of like letting manifestation towards emotional resonance work on its own, but not really engaging with it. And this is saying it's important that you think about actually engaging with this idea. Maybe that's what the choice is. I mean, it's not necessarily a person, like all of a sudden, 3 eligibles show up on your doorstep. It's more like just feeling that time has come to engage. So where is this leading to? And it's judgment reversed. And in this context, I can only indicate that I think judgment reversed is saying this is about kind of getting to a more physical sense of ourselves. We're not negating the spiritual dimension or the higher vibration dimension, but maybe this is saying we want to be focused more on our actual sensual earthly pleasures, perhaps. I mean, that to me in the context kind of fits there. So I'm going to leave it at that and just say that, maybe the air signs are feeling like this is a time for them to kind of get a little more frisky on a certain, physical level, There's nothing wrong with that. That's what this show is about. The emotional exchanges. getting to know you. Okay, so I'm going to now do that pre-mentioned affirmation from the Universal Love Oracle deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. And the idea is basically just, the normal way of pulling a card and then seeing what that is and reading the affirmation in the booklet. So that card is blessings. Your acts of kindness have not gone unnoticed. The angels thank you for the kindness you have shown to others recently. They wish to bestow their eternal love and blessings upon you. Close your eyes for a moment and know you are being showered with angelic light. Know that the universe is watching. Acts of kindness never go unnoticed. So true. And I know there's a lot of people out there who believe that. It's no great mystery that it hurts nothing to be kind to other people or to, bless them in some way on your own terms, So enough said. Let's move on to our next reading for the fire signs. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So this one's for you. And everybody stay hydrated, stay cool, don't do excessive sun if you can help it. Sun's rays are really bad right now for some reason, and the overall warming trend is really bad. Please take care of yourselves, be hydrated, drink plenty of fluids, especially water. Okay, fire signs, this one's for you. What is coming towards you? It's another 4, but it's the 4 of Pentacles upright. And I look at the card, and the vibration I feel from that card says that what is coming towards you is maybe some sort of cocooning in a way, some sort of not being large in the world, sort of just getting with somebody special and just sort of chilling, as they say. Just sort of taking in everything from, what is personal to you, not really letting things out, holding things in a way. It is maybe about holding things in. I mean, I'm also looking at the posture of this figure over here. They have their arms around them in a kind of defensive mode, it seems. So there's a sense emotionally of holding things in. It may be holding in the actual relationship or situation you have, but it may be talking about other emotional feelings that could involve frustrations, because that's the typical sense of that kind of posture there. So why is that important? Somebody wants to give you a message of love. Somebody has a message for you about maybe more childlike sense of love, innocence in a way. Maybe what's going on is more innocent than we realize. That's why it's important, because maybe we have to find things for ourselves in a more innocent way, but maybe also a mystical, knowing way. I mean, this idea of holding things in, maybe holding too much in emotionally, is leading us to a point where maybe we can really spend more time within ourselves and see what's going on emotionally there. Where does it lead to? The reversed 10 of Wands, and that's sort of like, bam, a releasing of a burden or burdens. If we are able to do this thing, to approach life maybe a little bit more with childlike wonder and stop this process of holding it in too much, we will release, which is what we need to do. We will release the emotional traumas and burdens. Let's help that along a little bit by giving an affirmation for the fire signs, again from the Universal Love Oracle deck. It's balance. Whether male or female, this card is alerting you to an imbalance of yin, feminine, and yang, masculine energy, which could be the cause of stress in your life. You will notice the lady in the picture is trying to console the male, trying to get his attention. The image reflects the same imbalance within you. If you have picked the balance card, then know you can bring balance to your life by allowing more yin, feminine energy. This is the energy of creativity, spontaneity, and openness. We all have these qualities. This card asks you to draw them out and integrate them in your life. Express your thoughts and feelings freely. Above all, be loving and gentle with yourself. In balancing your energy, you also help bring balance to our world. Well, yes, fire signs is a kind of masculine energy. I'm just going to say that. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And that idea of maybe holding things in rather than finding the balance. So I think you're going to do okay, fire signs. Embrace that balance. Release those burdens, emotionally speaking, that you need to. Okay, we're going to move on to the water signs. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. They can be more emotional than some of the other signs. But that's kind of general. So, water signs, what is coming to you emotionally speaking? What kind of vibration or energy or situation? It's the reverse stars. Star. Singular. The reverse star in this position says what's coming to you perhaps is a feeling of no small amount of hopelessness, or a sense that, something that you've been waiting to show you the way, something to guide you, it's just not happening. So you feel like you're lost in a way. You feel like you don't know where to go. You don't feel anything hopeful or opportune happening to you. So why is that important? And that's emotionally speaking. So this could be talking about what our relationships are like right now, or the sense of not having the relationship we're seeking. Why is this important? Well, it's the Tower. And in ways of love or emotions, there's a lesson you still haven't learned yet. You haven't really crashed and burned to the point where you've understood a particular lesson about your love or your relationship, recent or current, not so recent, or in general. Where is this leading to? This will only burden you. It's the Ten of Wands, but now it is upright. And so there is a sense of strong emotional burdens that will come if you're not able to destroy the tower and learn the lesson of holding things in, I guess. The tower is sort of that sense of things being held in that need to come out too, in a way. That's why it needs to come down. It's been holding in too much. It's not exactly the same kind of holding in that was happening to the fire signs, I think. It's different somehow. And it's all tied in to the sense of feeling like you have no good options, emotionally speaking. You feel really hopeless there. So what can we do to help you out, water signs? And hey, I'm one of you. What can we do to help you out? Let's look again to the Universal Love Oracle deck. Reflection. I'm thinking of that old Motown song, Reflection of the way life used to be. This is a time to reflect on what you have accomplished to date. Remember what you were like 5 years ago, or perhaps 10 years ago. Look back and you'll realize just how far you've come. Acknowledge the experiences that helped you get where you are. Hopefully, you will see that even the painful and unpleasant experiences have served their purpose. Imagine all your experiences turning golden with time, like autumn leaves falling, then blown by the wind, returning to the earth that nourished them in seasons past. Our experiences become a memory. They help us to get where we are. And that's pretty beautiful too, I think, in a way. So it does seem like maybe water signs are, really anxious or worried about something. And if they don't like some changes, sometimes some lessons, we can embrace this lesson, water signs. We can. So finally, let's move on to the earth signs. And earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Steady and solid, emotionally speaking. They may be better at weathering certain emotional turmoil. But let's hope that's not what's in store for them. Let's hope that if the earth is moving under their feet, it's a good thing. So what is coming to them? Okay, it's the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords represents a sort of different kind of truce, a truce where really nothing much is going to happen afterwards. So emotionally speaking, there's just a sense with you and your relationships, if you have them, that it's kind of status quo in a way, and that maybe to some degree options are open, but no real decision is coming yet. And so even if you're not in a relationship with anybody in particular, it could mean you are leaving options open, but it's just sort of vague in a way. It's vague. This is vague posting or vague romancing. Why is this important? Because maybe that reverse Five of Pentacles says you've been kind of on the outside. Whether you're in a relationship or not, you've just been sort of feeling disconnected to things, to your own sense of emotionality even. And now is the time for you to feel like you have been missing that, and you want to come back in to a circle of light, or to where it feels better. So where will this lead to, Earth signs? And it leads to the reversed Six of Pentacles. And the reversed Six of Pentacles says, maybe not too fast. Maybe there's still some situations where you're going to feel a little bit needy, a little bit feeling like you're giving more than what you get in return. And it's going to be unsettled for a while. Remember, this is only good for a week or so, so let's hope that this passes. But I think the idea here is that what may be going on in our relationships is sort of like a emotional blah, and we don't feel real strongly connected, but we want to, and maybe we're going to use that to motivate us to try to get better connected, but it still may feel like we're the ones doing more of the heavy pulling. So what does the Universal Love Oracle deck have for us as an affirmation for the Earth signs? Forgiveness. Forgiveness. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion and mercy, walks with a fiery dragon at her feet. Yet she holds no fear. Kuan Yin's energy constantly radiates love, compassion, and mercy to all living things. These energies have tamed the dragon that now follows her with devotion. Kuan Yin has shown up in your reading today to offer you her assistance. A situation in your life is in need of healing. The way to resolve this issue is through forgiveness. Show compassion and mercy towards all involved. Know that in forgiving, you are not necessarily condoning another's actions. Forgiveness simply means that you are prepared to release yourself from ongoing negative attachment. Kuan Yin bestows her blessing. And I love that. I'm actually pretty partial to Kuan Yin. I sort of feel like I should do a Kuan Yin meditation now. I'll let you know more about that. But that is really wonderful for the Earth signs. It probably is wonderful for everybody. So I hope everybody can take that to heart if they were listening. It may be that this is time to forget the past, and not say you approve of whatever the emotional difficulties are, but find a way to just work on being better moving ahead. Namaste. So that's what I have for the emotional exchanges for this week. It's been my pleasure to be here. I'm going to remind you briefly that tomorrow is the happy hour at 10 a.m. And then we will also have Banshee's Material Matters at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. So take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.